Okay, so welcome to CNTRFIELD Magazine. It is great to have you for our first issue.
Thank you.
And so I just want to start the interview off by asking, what are you looking forward to bringing to audiences with Prominent Productions?
Well, Prominent Productions is a record label that I founded. One of the things about Immersive Studios that people don't realize is we do a lot. We do a lot more than acting. All of us are practically musically inclined, and we are centered by friends that are musically inclined as well. And one thing about me is I kind of help oversee everybody's music. So it was like, why not go ahead and just do the record label so we can stick together in that piece of the industry. So I wanted people to understand that Prominent is not just for immersive. If you are an aspiring artist and ready to make music, just let us know something. We will help you.
Okay. So as a senior in high school, how does it feel to juggle so many different talents?
Juggling talents is something that I've been doing since I've been in school. President of this, president of that, editor of this, editor of that. It does feel strange, but senior year when you do what you're supposed to, when you get in high school in the beginning, senior year is really sort of a breeze. Now I ain't gonna say it's easy, but senior year is more of a breeze. So actually this year is one of the years where I'm able to do more of my outside things more than I would in the past. So I'm actually liking it.
How does it feel making the transition from film to music?
Ooh, that's a really good question. The transition is quite smooth, but it's one of those things where you have to pay attention a little bit more because when it comes to film, the details are literally right there in front of you. With music, you have to listen for the details. Being musically inclined, and through film, there is always going to be music, and whether it's like a subtle monotone tune in the background or raging battleground music. There's always music, but there's a difference when you switch over into just practically running a record label. You have to pay attention to the details. Does his voice sound too high over the track, or is the track too loud, or is the pronunciation? There's a lot more you have to pay attention to. I think I'm just really trying to find the balance in knowing what I want you to perform, but how does that sound? Like how do I want you to produce it? Because knowing what you have in your mind of what you want to accomplish is different when you actually try to perform it.
Okay. What do you think the world is ready to see when it comes to your artist?
Change. Change. A lot of the artists that are signed with me came out under young names and even young experience. Now that all of the artists that are signed to me are out of high school and possibly on the way to graduating from college, it's really going to be interesting to see. And I feel like everybody, just for instance, I'm just going to throw out the name 𝙘𝙣𝙩𝙧𝙛𝙞𝙚𝙚. 𝙘𝙣𝙩 has finally made the transition from 𝙘𝙧𝙧𝙛𝙞 to his name now as 𝙘𝙘𝙩. And I feel like that transition is not just, I'm tired of my name. It's I'm maturing and I have more to offer and I have more to talk about. And I think that's what our audience is going to want, more experience. They want to know more of the person, not just what they went through in the past, but a different story.
Okay. And another reason we had you as our first issue is because we also wanted to bring up the fact that Prominent Productions will be doing a partnership with CNTRFIELD when it comes to certain projects. So
yes.
Can you elaborate on that?
CNTRFIELD is just like Prominent Productions is another branch off from the head Immersive Studios. And one of the things is when you're in such a dynamic group, you want to keep strong trusts. And CNTRFIELD is really great when you have a production of music, because what are you going to need? You're going to need album covers. You're going to need any kind of design that you can get just for music. There's a lot of that goes into creative design when it comes to music. So a lot of things that you will see with CNTRFIELD and Prominent Production is definitely crossover when it comes to music. Representation of the artists, showing them who they are, get the name out there, or just even photo shoots. You're going to see a lot of that. We're going to give y'all what y'all want. We're going to be relatable. We know what we want. We know what's relatable. They're trying to make Black people seem always as we're just loud and ghetto, and that's not always the case. We like slow, we like jazz, we like country even, but we're not going to let anybody put a label on us. We're going to be all of those things. That's what we want y'all to understand about Permanent Productions.
Okay. So today, the taping of this interview is January 1st, 2025. Where do you see Prominent on January 1st, 2026?
At least a few more artists. I want Prominent to have the traction of immersive studios. And I feel like by the time the word gets out about Prominent Productions, everybody that is inspiring to be artists, not only in Soper and Georgia, but all around us, will finally feel the need to contact and really start up their plans when it comes to being an artist. And I feel like next year that you will see all of the things that I named.
Okay. So tell us and wrap up this interview and tell us what we can look forward to this year from Prominent. And, just give us a little hint at what's to come.
Well, there's a city. I don't know if y'all have heard of this city, but it's Heartbreak City. We have some information coming through from Heartbreak City, but not quite, if you get what I mean. You're going to see some things. You're going to hear some things from Heartbreak City. There are going to be some new announcements from different artists that have not broke ground yet. Even myself, I'm going to break ground with some music. So y'all just stay tuned and be prepared. My name is Miguel Archie, the founder of Prominent Productions, and I am here partnering with CNTRFIELD. And we want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all the support. And thank you for what you will see later. And thank you for the support later. Thank you.